It's hard to nail down one golden age of sitcoms because each decade produces so many quality ones. Many of the best were released in the 70s to the 90s and are considered classic. These shows became so popular, they still spawn a range of fan theories. Keep watching and you'll agree that these classic sitcom fan theories change everything. Family Matters theories. Steve Urkel was meant to be a minor character on Family Matters, but became a permanent fixture after positive responses from the audience turned him into a merchandising goldmine. He helped the show become the longest-running American primetime scripted series until The Simpsons beat its record. He was also the subject of, or at least involved in, several fan theories about the show. Many fan theories are based on the idea that a central character made up the entire plot of a show or movie. One of these suggests that the Winslow family is a figment of Steve Urkel's imagination. He created them as a way to escape his life after his real family locked him in his room after he had one too many accidents. One of these accidents could have resulted in the death of his sister, which would explain why a female member of the Winslow family named Judy disappears during the series. The actual reason for her departure was the actress who played her, Jamie Foxworth, asked for a salary increase and was written off the show. Despite this, another fan theory offers an alternate explanation. Urkel was known for crafting inventions, but only 4 of them worked: a transformation chamber, a cloning machine, an Urkpad, and a time machine. This final invention forms the basis of the next theory. In Season 8, Episode 16, he creates a time machine to take Carl back to the day he moved into the house with Harriet. A note suggesting companies for his past self to invest in messes up the future. They return to the past and believe they fixed everything, but the fan theory suggests they didn't. Carl's youngest child, Judy, disappears after the last episode of Season 4, never to be mentioned again. Fans claim this is the result of the Season 8 episode's time travel. They accidentally removed her from the timeline and can't go back to fix it because they no longer remember she ever existed. Cheers theories. Cheers was a massively popular sitcom. It won an impressive 77 Emmys, and its finale was one of the most watched of all time, behind other heavy hitters like MASH. Such a well-known show is bound to get fans thinking of crazy explanations for its stories and characters. Alternate universes are one of the most popular types of fan theories out there. When it came to Cheers, inconsistencies related to the character of Gary from Gary's Old Town Tavern suggest the show took place in 2 universes at the same time. For one thing, 2 different actors alternated the role, but no one acknowledged it. Also, the 6th season episode Bar Wars shows the characters celebrating the 2nd anniversary of winning a bowling game against Gary. This occurs even though the episode took place in late March of 1988, but the 4th season episode, From Beer to Eternity, where they didn't win the game, didn't air or take place until November of 1985. Another character creates a similar inconsistency: Cliff's father. He shows up in the 4th season episode The Bar Stoolie, where it's mentioned that he hasn't seen his son in at least 25 years. However, an episode from the 4th season indicates he only left the family a few years ago. Cheers was a relatively happy-go-lucky show, but a fan theory suggests that all the characters were secretly killers. Cliff is a postal worker, just like famous serial killer Robert Yale Schulman. Norm is a mob hitman who kills children, Sam was inspired by Ted Bundy, and Frasier and Lilith were based on serial killer couples like Michelle and James DiVeggio. At the very least, it would explain why characters like Coach disappeared during the show. Another theory suggests Coach wasn't as brain-dead as he seemed. His less-than-intelligent comments were actually examples of perfectly crafted sarcasm. If the killer theory is true, he may also have disappeared because he, quote, knew too much. There are also fan theories about the Cheers spin-off Frasier. I'm Okay, You're Defective, the 11th episode of the 10th season of Cheers, ends with a glimpse into the future where Frederick offers his condolences for the passing of Lilith's husband. She responds saying Frasier was a good man. Fans suggest this means that, even though he ends up with Charlotte in the spin-off, he's destined to eventually return to Lilith and marry her. Full House theories. Full House was nearly canceled in its first season, but went on to become an essential classic sitcom. It ran for 8 seasons over 8 years and even spawned a Netflix revival, Fuller House. One theory suggests all the characters are forced to live out the story. This would explain why it continued to get darker as the seasons progressed. The alleged actors weren't able to handle living a lie anymore. Another theory suggests the plot of Full House is nothing more than the depressed dreams of Danny Tanner. He couldn't handle the loss of his wife Pam, so he imagined an alternate life that included Michelle, the daughter she would have given birth to if she hadn't died in a car crash while pregnant. Full House has also been subjected to another popular type of fan theory, the alternate future theory. One of these connects Full House to How I Met Your Mother. Bob Saget, who plays Danny Tanner, narrates the future version of Ted, and the characters share personality traits. The fact he has a boy and a girl, and Danny has 3 girls, is a minor detail. The absence of a Jesse Kostopoulos character can be explained away by the fact that he's the brother of the deceased wife who viewers wouldn't meet in an alternative universe. There's not such a clear explanation for how Joey Gladstone fits in or why Ted moved to San Francisco. Hey, if you're enjoying this video so far, be sure to give it a like, and subscribe to Facts Verse for more. Happy Days theories. Happy Days made piles of merchandising money, had more catchphrases than any other show, and gave birth to the infamous jumping the shark phrase to describe shows that add ridiculous plot points to get higher ratings. It also spawned plenty of fan theories that may or may not be desperate attempts to get more out of the show than it ever intended to give viewers. The creators never wanted Fonzie to be seen as a common thug, but fan theories suggest that's exactly how some viewers saw him. They claim his leather jackets, motorcycle, and cool guy persona may be more than an act. He may have been a mafia member who lived with the Cunninghams as a form of witness protection, but killed Richie's brother Chuck when he discovered the truth. A connecting two shows brand of fan theory suggests Happy Days and That 70s Show are so similar they must be part of the same timeline. They were both set in Kenosha, Wisconsin, 20 years apart. The fact that one occurs in the city and the other in the suburbs fits in with real-life shifts from urban to suburban living in the 50s and 60s. Other sitcom fan theories. Character growth is essential, but some characters change for the worse over the course of a series. This happened in The Brady Bunch, one of the most well-known classic sitcoms of all time. Marcia Brady became more stuck-up and egotistical than ever after Season 4, Episode 14, Love and the Older Man. She develops a crush on her adult dentist, who invites her to babysit. She mistakes the invitation as a date, and even though she finds out he's married and calls it off, he never tells her that he didn't mean it as a date. Fans insist this was the event that made her believe she had a better moral compass than anyone else, and sent her personality on a downward spiral for the rest of the series' 32 episodes. Characters being dead throughout the entire span of a series is another popular genre. One suggests that Will Smith of The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air died of a gunshot wound back in West Philadelphia. The episode where he gets shot in Bel-Air is an illustration of him dealing with his feelings about it. The Banks family mansion isn't just a nice place for him to live. It's a form of purgatory where everyone works out their deep-seated issues until they can leave in the final episode. Showrunners could see the creation of fan theories as an honor. It means viewers are so deeply invested in the characters and storylines, they want to make their own stories about them. Now it's time to hear from you. Which of the fan theories we mentioned seems to be the most believable? Let us know in the comments section below. And before you go, make sure you give this video a like and subscribe to FactsVerse if you haven't already. Click the bell icon to stay updated on all our latest content.